Life is tough, sure. But if it wasn't tough, then will it be fun? Think about it. Whenever we play a game, which is so easy, then we feel bored. But when we play a game which is tough, that game makes us enjoy the moments. So, even if life is tough, but if, but if we think in a higher dimension, but if we think in a way, in the solution oriented mindset, then what we can do is that we can turn our problems into our opportunities in life. We can ride our problems. Our problems can become the foundation of our success. That can happen if we just change our thinking. Because think about it, life is just all about how you use your time, how you use your energy, money. Put them in the wise directions, put them in the right work, in the right direction, in the right person, in the right things. Then your life will surely blossom for sure. Because the thing is that actually the real actual success is not that hard. The success which society tells us to go after is surely hard. The love which society tells us to do is surely hard. But if we think deeper from our own thing, but if we think like what is success for me, what is love for me, what is happiness for me, then we know the truth, that what we really like, what is the truth. And when we know that, then it's easier than what society has ever taught us. Because what we see in, let's say, even in a person who looks superficially successful, what we see in his life is that he is blossoming, but we just forget to see that he has watered his life to blossom. Not everyone, some rich kids are there, but so many people has risen from the ashes, and if they can do it, then we can do it too. Because a lot of people thinks ideas, like you may have thousands of ideas, but the person who just have one good idea and executes it and stays consistent in it, they gonna see the real results. They gonna see the real change, the transformation, the success. Because going round and round and round in things, one thing after one thing after one thing after, just staying in a loop, takes us nowhere. Only when we become world class, only when we become excellent at least one thing, then our life starts to change. Because a high paying skill is what gives you so much money. If you're average at a lot of things, then you're not gonna get a lot of money in the world. For example, if you know drawing, singing, and coding, but if you're average at three of them, then you're not gonna make a lot of money. But if you're excellent at, let's say, coding, or let's say singing, then you're gonna make the bank for sure. Because that's how the markets are. The excellent people makes the huge amount of money. And another thing to remember is that don't try to copy another person, because their road is different, their wiring of their head is different, what they really desire in life is different, how their parents has given them upbringing, what books they have read, what movies they have watched, in which environment they have grown up. All these things are different, like literally so different. So the way they got to success, the way they got their financial freedom or anything, wisdom, the way they got all these things is not through following others. So We will not get true success by following others. We can get inspired, we can learn a thing or two, but we gotta walk our own lane. Following others is just gonna take us nowhere. And every great thing starts small. We just have to start it, because starting it is the main thing. Start it, keep doing it, keep increasing the consistency, and surely one day the results will be there. Because in this world, if you do something, then there's a reaction. For every action, there's a opposite and equal reaction. So action gives reaction. So you're gonna get the reaction for sure. We don't know when, how, what. We don't know these things, but it's gonna happen. If you put in the effort in the right directions, then it's gonna give the right returns for sure. But just don't think about it. Keep just doing it. Because if you keep a fixed mindset, then it's not gonna give you that. Like if you life have a lot of challenges and a lot of problems, money problems, suffering, food shortages, emotional drama, trauma, bad parenting, and the list goes on and on and on. But the thing is that if we fix our mindset into that, if we just keep thinking about these things, then what's gonna happen? We're not gonna get to the higher things. So that's why even if we are right now in a bad situation, then still we gotta keep the growth mindset, still we gotta keep the love in our heart, so that our life can change. Because first thing you change is you change your thinking, and then after you change your thinking, then your actions change, and only when your actions change, only then your reality starts to shift to a higher dimension. Only then your reality transforms truly. So that's the one of the most important things to remember. And control yourself, not others. Others are not in your control. You can't change a person. Another person is not gonna run based on the things you say to them. You can guide them for a little while, but what they're gonna do in their life is totally their choice. So don't try to go deep in someone's life and try to control it, because you can't. Whether it be your friend, your best friend, your girlfriend, your parents, your wife, whatever, you can't change them. That's why choosing the right person in the beginning is so important. Because changing a person is so tough. If the person itself in the beginning is good, then it makes the opportunity to grow with them so much better, so much better. That's why we gotta choose the right friends, the right girlfriend, the right kind of people in our life. And we tend to forget these things. And we tell people everything, our secrets, our stuff, our private stuff. We tend to tell all this. But telling all these secrets to everyone just makes ourselves weaker. They're gonna use the same things against us. Because a friend will not stay your friend all his life. Some people gonna change. Some of your friends gonna turn into your enemies. You may not know it because you're young. But older people has always told me that some of their friends always turned against them. It happens, so stay aware. And yeah, when you're reaching for your goal, don't think about what will happen 5 years from now. Think about what you're gonna do this week, and that is enough. That is enough. And learning from books, people, videos, YouTube, and all this stuff is so good, not gonna lie. But only from executing and practicing this stuff, and only from doing the mistakes, only from actually going in the ground, on the ground, you gonna learn the thing to your to the depth. You're gonna become the master at those things, whether it is wisdom or a skill or whatever. You gotta practice it in reality. You gotta go on the ground. You gotta put the theory in action. Stay away from all toxic friends, toxic places, toxic wives, anything that is toxic and makes you so feel bad about yourself and makes you wonder like, are you good enough? Are you a good person? Stuff like that. Like, surely a good friend will also gonna show you your weakness, but they're not gonna troll you. They're not gonna body shame you. So know this and stay away from this people. This kind of people always hurt you in the long run, and focus more in your own life. Try to earn the money. Try to get the wisdom. Try to develop deep relationships with few people, because your life is short. We're not gonna have deep relationships with 300 people. That's not gonna happen because we don't have the capacity, the energy, the time, the money, no, not anything. Try to develop deep relationships with only few people who are good and kind in their heart. That will go in a long way. They will go long way. Walk every single day. Do the gymming, do the exercises, do the swimming, do all these kinds of things. Stay calm, don't think too much, because the truth is, yeah, because the truth is that, yeah, the world runs on money. This is an economic world. So what there is to think about consistently? Yes, people are evil. So why think it consistently over and over and over again? That is how it is. Accept the truth, and the acceptance will give you at least peace. When you accept it truly, like, yes, people are evil, yes, the system is economic, yes, I gotta make a lot of money, yeah, that's how it is, that's how it works, yes, I gotta take care of my health, that's how life is. We gotta accept it, we gotta then do whatever we can to become wiser, richer, stronger. That's how it is in this world. Only one language people understand truly, and it's the language of power, whether it's power of body, money, brain, or just anything, political power, just about anything. It's all about power, it's all about that. And whenever you're taking the rest, you surely take the physical rest, but we forget to take the emotional, mental, sensory, and especially the emotional and mental rest. We don't take those. Why? Because we're not taught. Like, whenever you feel so down, to relax your brain, take naps, sleep for 30 minutes. That's gonna detox your brain. Or you can just also sing your favorite songs, which are meaningful, which are about a different topic, about a higher dimension, that's gonna make you forget your problems for a bit. And when you gonna come back to your problems, then you gonna have a fresh mindset to solve them. So this literally actually works. Thank you guys, and goodbye.